for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Review channel of YouTube. I am Thomas Metal 75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Review, reviewing a classic beer brand out of Rochester, New York, in the northeast section of the United States. It is Genesee, but not Genesee Lager, not Jenny Light, or Genesee Light. It is their cream ale. The cream ale it's a cream ale style, obviously, and it's 5.1% alcohol by volume. The bros give the beer a 70, I believe. Yes, a 70, and out of 533 written, or just Beer Advocate user ratings, it gets a 71. Now, a cream ale, according to beeradvocate.com, is like a light style lager, but it's brewed as an ale, though are sometimes finished with lager yeast or lager beer mixed in, and adjuncts such as corn and rice can be kind of found, and some hop aroma and some macros have given the style a hoppier twist in the United States. If you guys don't know, Genesee Cream Ale is brewed by the Genesee Brewing Company. They've been around since 1878. It's their oldest brewery in New York, and this beer actually came out in 1960. And if I can read the commercial description from the GeneseeBeer.com's website really fast, it is: the goal was simple, a beer with the flavor of an ale and the smoothness of a lager. That is how Genesee Cream Ale, the brainchild of this brewery, was created, and that's how it became a American original. Okay, They also are owned by the North American Breweries, which own Dundee, Genesee, and Honey Brown Lager, which are also brewed at the Rochester, New York Brewery. Imperial Labatt's Blue, Light, and Light Lime. Magic Hat, Portland Brewing, Pyramid, the Escapes, and hard sodas from Seagram's. And they also brew Narragansett at the Jenny Brewery, although I'm not sure how much of the brewery's production of Narragansett's going to go back to Rhode Island, now that they have a brewery for the first time in a long while in the state of Rhode Island for Narragansett beer. So very cool. I just put it in a Killian's Nike style pint glass. And here is the charge and the carbonation on this ale type lager type item. It definitely looks the part of a American adjunct lager, and it definitely has soapy, sudsy head, bone white kind of color, and lots of, like I said, carbonation, golden appearance. Get a smell of the Genesee Cream Ale. Lots of sweet grains, grassy notes, earthy, a little bit of a spicy hop zing. And I can definitely tell that there's a corn type adjunct in the beer. But yeah, it smells the part of a Bud Light, actually. So, cheers. Let's see how the Genesee Cream Ale is. And initially, it does have a light adjunct lager kind of a taste and feel to it. Very prickly, very carbonated. But it does have a nice light, creamy, kind of a smooth texture and flavor to it. The Yeah, there's a little bit of a creaminess. There's a little bit of a lemoniness. There's even a little bit of a spicy type noble hop variety to it. I don't know what kind of hops they use. It could even be hop extract, but it's sort of fooling me at that point. There's definitely a sweet, biscuity, bready malt with the grass and the grains. It dries pretty quickly, so it doesn't leave any sort of nasty adjunct flavors in your mouth for that long of time. Not at all. The body is on the high side of light. It's not too watery. Though it does thin towards the end of the sip. Again, it's drying, it's crisp, clean, and it's refreshing as all hell. Just a tad bit hard to drink with some of that crazy carbonation in it. But it's sessionable, and you can pound these bad boys. Now, the issue that I have with its, with its distribution, I spilled a tiny bit. But, okay, so the only problem that I have with the beer is within its distribution. Again, this is Massachusetts Beer Reviews, and I'm in the southern part of Massachusetts, and in the couple of few towns surrounding me, including, excuse me, lots of carbonation. So again, in the town that I live in and a lot of the other towns that border right next to me, you can get Genesee beers. You can get the Genesee Lager, the Genesee Cream Ale, and the Genesee Ice Beer. You can also get the Genesee Ice Beer in a tall 24-ounce can. But for those three beers, like I said, in my surrounding town, you can only get it in 30 packs, which are $14.99, which is a stellar value. And I haven't had the Genesee Normal Lager in probably since I turned 21, and didn't really enjoy that beer. But I have to go travel to maybe 25-30 minutes towards the Rhode Island border in a town in South Attleboro, Massachusetts, to eventually find a six-pack, a loose six-pack. They just have the plastic around the cans. And that is $4.99. So this is, to me, and it's still going to be to me, considered the greatest value budget beer of all time. It does what it's supposed to do. It's got a little more grain in it. It's got it's got a little more malty, hoppy stuff going on that makes it a little more enjoyable to me. It's got a bigger body than a lot of the other mass-produced style light lagers, or whatever you want to call this, a beer, a lager ale hybrid. So let me take another taste of the Genesee Cream Ale and give you my final thoughts and grades. It certainly is holding that taste profile. I have no problem giving that an 85, a straight up B. For the category that it's in, for it being a cream ale, and for it being a domestically produced style adjunct lager, that kind of thing going on, it is one of the best, I think. But for $4.99 and for six-pack, and for about $14.99 for a 30-rack, I would totally recommend the Genesee Cream Ale. So I'm going to give it an 85, a B rating, a 3.5, I guess, out of 5. Until next time, this has been Genesee's Cream Ale Review. Keep tasting those great beers. Cheers. See you soon.